morning. It's a beautiful day in nature again. I've just come down, as it's so overcast today. Come down with little Eric, as you can probably see. We've come down to put some food on the pond. Man, for feeding the birds. I've just actually been down here and I filled up all the food trays. So, you can see. There we go. I put some food down and I put a few bird, the fat balls up there as well. So that way, at least the birds are going to have some food for this time of year, because it's so cold at the moment, overcast, and there's not a great deal of food around in the area, so I thought it'd be better, even though I don't think unless the weather improved greatly in the next half an hour, I don't think I'm actually going to be doing much this morning. I'm just going to go and get some water because the pond's a little bit low as well. I have no idea why it's so low, but I presume the animals have been drinking in the area a lot lately. So I'm going to go and get some. I'm going to have to go back and come back in about half an hour or so with some water for the plants. So although it's been overcast and raining a bit here, the rain is so light at the moment, it's barely enough to go through the first centimetre of the ground, and definitely not enough to fill the pond up. So I better go and get some water, and then I'll be back for a little while and just fill the pond, and hopefully, well, it doesn't look like it, but you never know, might have a little break in the cloud. But it's a very, very quiet morning. The moon's been out all night as well. It's been a full moon last night, so that also makes a bit of a difference. The night animals would have been very active, so there'd be nothing around this morning, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'll get back once I've got some water and have started to fill the pond. Well, I've just come away from the pond, and as I've walked away, this has turned up. So it was an absolute waste of time doing anything. I've just counted 137 so far blue magpies turning up. So I'm afraid that the little bit of food that I put down for the animals has now been eaten. With 137 of them turning up, there's not much I can do. It's so disappointing, because these are such scavengers, these birds. As you can see, they just ransack everything. Seeds, grains, worms obviously. Even the little bit of food that I put out for the foxes, which is like the dog biscuits and some vitamin biscuits, they've taken those as well. It's just ridiculous what they do. I think I might have to stop putting food here for a few weeks and see if I can get rid of them, because this is just absolute. It's so disheartening seeing these birds come in a flock this size, you know. But there they all go. Well, that's it, I'm afraid. I think that's all the food gone. So they'll move on to another site now. Nope, they're back again. There must be some food there still. Well, that's it, I'm afraid. I think I might try and take them away from the pond. I mean, 130 of them is just ridiculous. You know, that's just, there's nothing can be done when there's that many around. I mean, they come in, I have to go and take a few of them away from the pond, because if they're all there, it's just going to, it's ridiculous. They're just going to completely demolish everything that's there. But hopefully I can keep them away from the pond for a little while, just by walking around it, and let the other birds at least get a chance to come in. We'll see what happens. There we go, the other birds have instantly come back once they've gone off. They're petrified of these magpies, because the magpies attack everything, including the other birds. Okay, we'll see what happens anyway. Well, I'm afraid that's it for today. The rain's come in now. I've actually got in the car and started to drive. There's not a great deal of point in staying there today with the rain and the blue magpies. It's just, that's it. There's absolutely no food left on the pond. At least I managed to fill the water up, because the little bit of rain that's coming isn't going to actually make a great deal of difference to the level of water in the pond. So it's always beneficial to come and fill it up. And it's always beautiful down here anyway. There's nothing quite like coming down here early morning, listening to the birds, before the blue magpies get up, that is, and just doing a little bit of work on the pond. So with the rain coming this weekend, I'm afraid that's going to be it. I won't be able to do any photography around the area. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a weekend. Eric's already absolutely shattered. He's already asleep in the back of the car, I think. Yep, he's already going to sleep. And we're going to make a move, go home before the rain gets too heavy now, and spend the afternoon at home today. Okay, anyway, have a lovely weekend. It's always a beautiful day in nature, even with the magpies. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.